You, my friend, you cause more harm than good. You taste nice on the outside and you appear to be healthy. Oh, I'm a plant. Here, nature's treat. You're a lie. Today we should discuss whether cashews should even be legal. It's a debate.
Just let me be a monkey.
So I don't know about y'all, but I think fruit is the only food that I have no desire to overconsume. As I'm eating a feel? Oh, man, if I'm eating some persimmons, it's like I eat a bunch and then it's like, okay, I'm sick of these and we're done. Let's go do something. Starch, like potatoes, I'll eat till I'm like disgustingly full. Grains, even worse. There's no like end to it. Like, there's the satiation hit. Okay, we're done. I don't need any more of that. They're drugs. Grains are drugs. If you know somebody in your family that's doing them, just call for help. They need help. They need your help. I would like to say vegetables also don't have an addictive quality, but they kind of do. If you put a bowl of steamed broccoli in front of me, I'll devour that thing. And my sauerkraut in the fridge, that ain't right. It has no salt in it, but it's still addictive. I ate so much of it. I'm thinking like, oh, I'm getting all this good bacteria, but it's the sourness and the spiciness because I added those little chili peppers. I can't handle the spice. My right eye is swollen. There might be another eye aids coming in the top lid. I cannot deal with that right now if that happens. So for me, fruit is the safest food. I know I'm not going to overeat on that. When I was on keto, meat also was satiating, and often I would be done before the meal was finished. I'd have leftovers. Like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to eat that, so I'm going to save it for tomorrow. I don't think I've ever done that with grains. I actually did it last week. My life is a lie. It was just too much millet. I was like, wow, and I didn't stop because I wanted to. I wanted to keep going, but I was like, I should stop. It's like an alcoholic being pulled away. It's like, you've had enough. I pulled myself away and I drove myself home. Don't drink and grain. That's not. So anyways, when it comes to the cashew, who the fuck invented those? Like, I could easily eat this whole bag before the signal to my brain reached saying, stop it, you idiot. And don't even get me, these are raw. Like, they're not even that amazing. You get onto like roasted, salted cashews, good luck putting those down. I wouldn't even want to know. Not want to know. These raw cashews though, what is it about them? Like, they're poisonous. This fruit, or this part, I think, something is so toxic in them you can't even touch them. That should be a sign. Why did we even open the thing? Like, the first guy, imagine, finds like, what's that? It looks like a fruit. You eat this part and it's like, oh, that's good. What's this one though? Ow! Sarah! Ow! Ow! We have nothing. We're only cavemen. We have no medicine. What will I do? I have to live with this. They're toxic as hell on the outside. Like, you can't even, they say raw. You can't have them raw. Like, there's a certain machine. I don't know how it works, but usually they steam them just to open the shell easier. I haven't even researched it. So that should have told us to stay away from the cashew, or at least respect it. Respect the power of it. But we don't. And now we have bags who we've let the tortured victims open them for us, and they're in their hospital beds, whatever. Put some honey on it, dickhead. Thank you for the cashews. And now we could just eat the whole bag if we wanted. How do you stop it? It's impossible. Every time, you know what I do now? Just a little handful, bring it out, put that back in the fridge, and then I'll eat that, and just don't even think about it. Don't allow yourself to return. Don't bring the whole bag out, and just like you think you could just watch a show and have a bag of cashews next to you? Come on, you're only human. In my experience, I find all grains, beans, nuts, and seeds have a slight addictive quality to them, but not all nuts and seeds. Like, I never binged on almonds. It's like, they're okay. They're not even that good. Pecans, a little better. Pine nuts, I don't even like pine nuts. They're so expensive, not even that good. But a cashew, they have the perfect balance of sweetness. It's like a high carb nut, but also fat. You shouldn't be combining carbs and fat. Cashews did it. behind your back. And they're too good. It's too good. Tasty, crunchy, soft, creamy. Don't eat them. Don't go out and buy a bag. Now, most people, if they overeat on cashews, they just gain weight. It's like, okay, whatever. That was fun. I get nauseous, constipated, acne. Like, God punishes me for eating these piece of shit. Why can't I just eat? You made the foods for us. You said it. All fruit-bearing seeds. That's a seed in its own right. How come I'm not allowed? People of the Bible, they led their lives towards cashew trees and farms. They were happy back then. What did I do to get kicked out of that group of hippies? That's not fair, is it? I just want a cashew. Let me have a couple handfuls. Just a couple big giant handfuls like this. Just let me fill that up with cashews and eat it. Why aren't you letting me do that? It's rude. So my tips to overcome cashew addiction: just take a little bit out. Don't overdo it. Soak them in water. They become less good. Easier to digest, but not as fun, because you water them down. They suck it up. Those are about my only tips. Maybe just don't buy them. They're not that healthy. What's healthy about them? Good source of phosphorus. Like, you need that. You're trying to avoid that at all costs. The calcium to phosphorus ratio. You want to be on the calcium side. 2-to-1 if you could. You can't. 1-to-1. Doubt it. Too much phosphorus. They expire in October. Like I'm going to be able to finish it without throwing up. So cashews, you suck. You taste too good for the nutritional value that you offer in return. You're addictive. You're expensive. Not really. It was a good deal, admittedly. $19.99 for a kilogram. I would buy again. Thank you for existing and challenging me to strengthen my discipline. And we must part ways here. Low fat is the key. Maybe. Thumbs up if you agree or disagree. Just thumb it up. There's no reason to thumb it down. I know why you're doing it. It's because you once gave a homeless man a bottle of juice. He poured some of his vodka into it. You disapproved. That's your mistake. The gift is his to do with what he pleases now. It's not yours anymore. Sure, you had ideas for what he might do with it, but let him live. You don't control him. You can't mandate him to do something, could you? Nobody could. I don't need monkey blood flowing through my veins, so I won't do it. Take that. I'm gonna leave. You subscribing? Do you agree cashews illegal? It's too hard. Almonds, fine. I'll go. I already said both those things.